Welcome back to Granny Shifting. I'm Ryan.
Wow, you're clipping us there, Ryan. I'm Jason.
Welcome to Granny Shifting. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 46 of Fast 5.
Hey, this is Hernan Brays from Fast 5, and you're listening to Granny Shifting, the Fast and Furious podcast.
Special day today. Ew, please stop. I
forget-
am not
I
going
was-
to listen to this episode.
I was listening to...
Ugh, mouth noises.
what was I was listening to? And I'm like, there's so much, like, teeth and tongue and cheek action in this microphone. I had to change the station. It was on the radio, and I'm like, I can't listen to this.
Oh, man. Even, like, there's somebody on Joe Rogan one time, and he was like, nose breather, which I think everyone's supposed to be a nose breather, but the whole time... And then and the whole time you could hear him like breathing.
Yeah.
It was like he's labored breathing. And I'm just like, oof. And it was really good podcast.
But so you had to listen.
Yeah, but I was just like, oh, this guy's not built for the radio. He's just smart about this subject. And I wanted to hear it. But
yeah.
Luckily for you guys, our voices are crystal clear and our mouths are dry as a bucket of sand.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Kill Bill reference.
That's right. I
Remember
forgot.
that?
Wow,
Oh,
look at
look
you.
at me.
With the
I
Kill
don't know.
Bill reference?
I don't even know why. That's the one line I remember. Like,
that was when she was in a coma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she had just come out of her coma.
Yeah, they didn't know that, though.
And he stole the keys to the PU.
And he threw him a tub of Vaseline and said...
Oh, that's right. Oh, my word.
The guy was selling access to his comatized patients for... Comatose patients for his people to take advantage of. So he tossed him a bucket of Vaseline. Said, "You're gonna need it. She's drier than a bucket of sand."
Yeah, I'm glad she killed them.
She was awake.
Yeah,
there's a lot of blood.
Yeah, that was like
a lot of blood.
Quentin Tarantino was the director. Over the top blood, just like remember at the end when she goes to that like. Dojo. I don't know what you call it. It's like a Japanese building.
Okay.
And she like fights all those people and cuts their arms off and like spraying blood all over the place.
We just saw another movie like that, and I was like, "Oh, it's got to be Quentin Tarantino." And I looked it up, and it wasn't. Oh. But it had that same theatrical gore, like sort of like.
What was it that you were watching?
Man, you're asking the wrong guy.
Tarantino makes some weird movies. I watched another one of his, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I did not enjoy it. But it was over the top gory at times. But most of it was pretty boring. I did not enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm sorry, Tarantino.
Have to look... That's the thing, though. His movies are good. It's just he adds in that gore. It makes them weird.
Did he do No Country for Old Men? Was that him?
What was the... I don't remember. What was the one where it was like these guys in a cabin? The whole thing was them in... There's like a snowstorm... And they're all in a cabin, and then people keep showing up to this cabin. It was really weird.
Was it a Tarantino movie?
Yeah. All right, I'm looking back through my search history, because I know I searched this movie.
Tarantino cabin movie.
To see who...
The Hateful Eight.
The Hateful Eight.
Yeah,
I
didn't see that one. Is that one like a funny one?
Oh, a lot of them are kind of this weird dark humor, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, The Magnificent Seven and The Hateful Eight. Reservoir Dogs I saw. Yeah, he has some good movies.
Oh, what was it called? Havoc. Is that what it was?
That gun from...
Havoc on Netflix? I don't know if that was... we just saw that.
Cabin Fever? No, that wasn't him. The Hateful Eight is Tarantino's best movie in terms of cinematography.
Really?
I don't know. That was a Reddit post, so that's probably a personal opinion.
I don't remember. I just remember seeing it. It's where limbs are getting cut off and then the blood's like spraying.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this is weird.
You know what's so interesting about this podcast and why it's so great? We had no intentions to talk about Quentin Tarantino. It's just funny. We haven't even gotten to the minute yet. And I don't even know how we got on that.
To be honest, Ryan was like, let's do a quick minute. And here we are 5 minutes in. Haven't started the minute.
That's the great thing about this podcast and why it's better than almost every other podcast out there.
That's right. Off topic.
Oh, by the way, I want to let you know Joe Rogan contacted us back and wanted to know dates. Yeah, he wanted to know dates of when would work for us. So
I'm pretty busy this year, though.
Okay. Well,
how about you?
I'll talk to Jamie and see when it works out for us.
Yeah. All right, sounds good.
All right. So last minute we ended right when Dom. Well, let me back up. Roman was walking away. He couldn't do this, and Dom said, "So what we're talking about is 100."
And the minute ended,
and now we get $1 million.
And we knew Roman.
He likes his money.
His pockets ain't empty. What was his line from his movie?
We hungry?
We hungry? Yeah, he wants money. But at the end, he said...
That was Brian said it pockets ain't empty, cuz.
Pockets ain't empty, cuz.
he had him, like, taped to his stomach or something underneath his shirt.
But wasn't Roman, like, mine neither or whatever, and he also had it?
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't remember.
One of them pulled money out of their pockets, literally, and one had them, like, taped to their torso.
Yeah. So, anyhow, we know Roman... Cash talks.
Yeah.
So anyway, as soon as Dom says this, he stops, turns around, and is like, 100. See, sometimes I be overthinking, man.
Yeah.
And I know we just met, and Tej, I thought that was pretty funny. They showed Tej like just shaking his head, like, oh, here we go.
Yep.
Like Roman's like, I'm out. And
where are they from?
What do you mean? Florida, Miami Beach, man.
Is that where Brian is from?
Brian's from Los Angeles.
Where's Barstow? That's where they meet. That's where they meet Tej. Or, I mean, Roman.
Well, that's true. Roman
he was
went
under
to
house
juvie,
arrest.
And then they were in that, like, it was like the west, southwest.
Yeah.
I would say, like,
was
Arizona, where they were doing the, like, derby.
Right.
Crash derby.
Is that where Brian grew up?
Demo derby. I don't know. Because they went to...
Barstow is California.
Okay. The desert of California.
Where did Brian O'Connor grow up? Let's see. Barstow, it says. Yeah. This says AI is great. He was raised by his mother, and his father is mentioned as a significant but distant part of his life.
Oh.
He said, I don't remember him getting angry. I don't remember him being happy. I don't remember him screaming.
It evaluated that. You have to assume, like, I don't think AI right now can evaluate pictures or audio. So there must be a transcript for this movie somewhere, because then it can evaluate all of it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I've been using AI like crazy lately.
Dude,
like,
you're feeding the machine. It's going to take over us.
So much electricity I'm using up. But, I don't know. It's just handy. Like, today I'm, like, cleaning the carb on my son's four-wheeler, and I'm like, are these the right jets? So I, like, ask Grok, what jets go in a TRX 90? And it tells me. And I'm like, what spark plug's supposed to be in here? And it tells me. And I'm like, oh,
it's so
this
much better
has
than...
a B9 instead of a BR9. And so I asked, is a B9 okay? And they said, actually, a B9 doesn't have the resistor in it, and the length is different in this, so it can cause problems, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, my word, that could be my problem.
Right.
So I had to order a spark plug.
The best thing about it, I think, is, like, the follow-up question. It remembers what you've talked about.
Yeah.
And you can just, you don't have to, like, Google search what goes in, what jet goes in this carb. And then you have to follow that up with, is a B9 the same as a BR9? And then you have to read through Reddit threads on that. It's just like you can just follow up with the ChatGPT or the Grok or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just say, is that the same as a B9? You know, and it'll know contextually what you're asking.
It is crazy. It remembers it. And, my brother is getting into beekeeping. You knew that. I mean, he's into beekeeping big time. But he's also like a computer whiz, whatever, internet guy, website dude. And he wanted...
SEO bro.
So he wanted like a way to track like what time of year you need to whatever get the queen cells, and then check the hive for this and that, and like a calculator sort of thing. And he asked AI, and it wrote him the code for the website he just made, which is a whole beekeeping thing to let you know what times of year, depending where you're at, and what you should do and what to look for. And it wrote all the code for him. He's
That's
like, oh, it
crazy.
saved me. So he's built websites before, but he'd like hire some dude from India to write the code for him.
Right.
And he said he tweaked some stuff, but he said it was like almost instantaneously created his code for him.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is wild. All right, 12 seconds in. Here
Can't
we
believe
go.
AI took another person's job.
Yeah, that led into that discussion too,
Yeah.
which is pretty interesting because
Yeah.
literally that is the point of technology
Yep.
and always has been. So Dom says we're gonna take everything we take. We're gonna split even.
And I started to do the math, and immediately I didn't have to because Tej, the circuit,
The circuit guy.
the circuit guy.
Were they like, we need somebody good with numbers? Oh, Tej.
Yeah,
Was that his thing?
the guy.
Well,
The
why
guy
did
who
they-
started the races at
Right.
in Miami.
And ran the like house parties.
Right.
And, yeah.
That's a little over $11 million a piece.
Oh, good math,
Tej
Tej.
is it.
And everyone's like, I'm in. I'm
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Okay. 11 million. I could see Roman being like, wait, for her though? What's she going to do?
Yeah.
Why would she make as much as me? But no, everyone's like,
And Roman
Oh,
just like it's like
the worst comment ever.
sounds like a whole lot of vaginal activity to me.
Like, that's literally what he says.
Yeah.
How? How does he get to that?
Like even like just
Whores?
to think that
Wait, is that
and
bad?
then say it.
I
Yeah,
don't
like
think I can say that.
the first thought would be paying somebody.
Yeah. I was listening to Kill Tony, and that's a pretty vulgar show. They bleeped the word that I just said.
Really?
Yeah, prostitute. Starts with a W, though.
Huh.
And I thought, maybe, is that a swear?
I don't know.
Is that a
I didn't-
bad word?
Did you know? This sounds stupid. Maybe I'm out of touch.
All right.
Ho is literally short for that.
They're both one syllable. That's dumb.
But it's like it's in the word that starts with the W.
It is.
But it's like short for that. Huh.
Yeah. I guess there's less letters, but it's still one syllable.
Yeah, but it's easier to rhyme in a rap.
Oh, right on,
See?
man.
See? All right.
And make jokes about garden implements.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And immediately everybody in the room would be like, this guy is so stupid. He's going to quit and he comes back for the money, but he's going to use the money for carnal pleasure? What a loser, dude.
Yeah, seriously. what
Dude,
a
I'm going to
loser.
buy a car. All right. This guy.
He's like,
He's like,
oh,
okay.
yeah. You can't pull off 10 heists on the same mark. You just can't.
Yeah, Giselle says
Giselle says that because she knows she's been on the dark side before. So
that. She makes a point as soon as you hit the first one, they're going to do everything they can to protect the rest.
yeah,
And Dom's look is like, I know. I've already thought about that.
yeah,
And he said, exactly.
So he has a plan,
Yeah.
and it has to do with that. But I'm like, what do you think that could be?
I already know.
Oh, you already
Sorry,
know. All right,
I
well,
remember.
This seems like a good moment to take a quick pause break.
Oh,
I brought you something.
we got more special stuff?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be
more
surprised.
glasses? Uh-oh.
I got 2 shot glasses out.
Oh. Lemon juice? Apple cider vinegar? It is lemon juice.
It's lemon juice. Your lemon juice, to be exact.
Okay.
So, if you remember, we did shots of this.
Yeah.
And how did that go for us?
They were fine.
Not bad at all, right?
Right.
Well,
What's
gonna-
different this time?
we're going to take them rectally this time.
Good. I have my enema in my desk drawer here.
So I remembered, if you ever have something sweet first, it makes things more sour.
okay.
So I brought some honey along, and we're going to sweeten up our mouths here quick and then try it.
Okay. So Jason's dropping some honey from the container into his mouth. I do not like honey.
You
Do
gotta
you like
hold
honey?
it in your mouth, though. Swish it around. That didn't seem like enough sweet. We have to do two shots of honey. Okay? You ever eat like a bowl
This is
of cereal?
expensive stuff, okay?
A bowl of cereal and then a piece of fruit, and you're like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're going for
Or
here.
you like brush your teeth and then you drink a glass of orange juice?
Uh-huh. Wait, is that the same thing?
I don't know. Don't let
Ah!
it drip! Oh,
It's
you
gonna
caught
drip
it.
on your mustache. Don't worry, it's not wax. All right. Let's see if this does it. We got the sweet in our mouth. How long do you think it takes your like taste buds to change, though?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
All right, here we go. Shot of
An ounce
pure
of lemon juice.
lemon juice.
100%.
100% from concentrate with added ingredients. Hang on a second. Filtered water, lemon juice, less than 2% of sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfite, and lemon oil.
My honey's wearing out.
You'll be fine. No,
I mean, it makes my eye twitch.
it's tart.
But it wasn't like, you know what I mean?
It really wasn't. Huh.
Not bad. It was a good experiment, though.
Lemon honey. Okay. Well, that was lame. I guess I'm going to have to step it up a notch.
Lemon honey.
Next minute.
That's like what they put in throat lozenges. So my throat should be good to go.
That's true. Wow.
I should sing
Our
a song.
voices are crystal clear.
You raise me up.
When I can fall on mountains.
Did you know that?
I don't know the words to that.
What's his name?
Josh
Groban.
Groban.
I
Jinx.
think he was 16, 19, 16 or 19. And Celine Dion sang The Prayer with Andre Botticelli.
All right, you're starting to lose me. The story
This
is
is
getting
you know
boring.
the song The Prayer?
No. Sing it.
Na, 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 na. And then like the female sings. I can't remember the words. It's like a male and female. They sing partially in Latin, and Weston and Becca sang it at one point at Mountville.
Okay, all right.
Anyways,
all right.
it's a song with like you're supposed to be a good singer to sing it. Andrea Botticelli is like this Italian singer who's really good.
Okay.
Celine Dion, obviously you know her.
Yeah.
He like Andre Botticelli called in sick for this big concert.
Okay.
And somehow Josh Groban got to be a part of it when he was 16. They called him up because he had this teacher, and they called this teacher, this vocal coach, and was like, do you have anybody who could step in? And that's how Josh Groban got famous,
Oh.
from singing this
He happened
song
to step in on
with
a hard to
Celine
sing
Dion
song.
at like the Grammys or something.
Oh, really?
And that's what made him so popular
That's crazy.
when he was 16. Like,
But-
I saw this video of him recently, and I'm like, he looks like he's like my age, like not much older than me,
Yeah.
40 maybe. And
Pretty young.
yeah, like, still young,
Still young.
more than half of his life to live yet.
Great looking.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is the guy that sings like classical, like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, I thought that was interesting.
Train songs.
Train songs.
Yeah. I just think of trains when I think of Josh Groban.
Oh,
You know,
I don't think of trains.
the Polar Express. Didn't he sing a song from that movie?
Did he? I think of, he sang the song in Beauty and the Beast. I mean, the Beast.
Come on. He definitely sang a train song. Did Josh Groban sing a song in the Polar Express? Why do our phone app assistants not use AI yet?
Yeah.
Josh Groban sings in the Polar Express. One of his main songs is featured. It's called Believe, and it's performed by
yeah.
Groban.
If you just believe.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
All
Wow.
right.
It's crazy to think how smooth my voice is right now.
Oh, my goodness. We should have been singers instead of podcasters. If only we would have known this one trick.
This is like a thumbnail. Do this one thing and you could be Josh Groban.
Wow.
All right, so we get a scene change.
Oh,
Back
we're
to
not-
the minute here.
We're not even done with the minute.
We get a scene change, a BMW driving down a busy main street.
That BMW right there is... That's what Doug owns, I think. That's a 5 Series.
What happened to my minute here?
Oh, it's... The time's moving, but
the video
are we
is not.
recording?
We're still recording.
Oh, boy. All right.
Yeah.
What? Doug has a E39, I believe it would be called. It's like a early 2000s 5 Series. Yep. Doug's is white, though. But that looks just like his.
They didn't just go to E40? I thought it was like every 5.
No.
E30? Oh, no, E36.
Yeah, then the E39 was the 5 Series. The E46 was the newer 3 Series.
Oh.
But then they jump up. Like, the one I had was like an E90.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know any in between those, but...
So we get an unknown figure stepping out of the car.
Whoa.
we get a new person
There you
stepping out of the car.
Yep.
And
he's carrying a duffel bag.
Is he going to the same party
he's
they're all
looking
at?
around all suspiciously.
Yeah.
And he's
suspicious.
with a female figure. Oh,
no,
scene
that
change.
female figure was just walking through.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were together.
No.
Scene change. We get some women in their lingerie. And then not just normal bra and panties. They're wearing leopard printed cheeky bottoms.
They knew that they were
pink
going to be
bras.
wearing these.
I don't understand. Is it hot down here?
Well, they got a big fan going.
And there is stacks of cash. So we quickly figure out these are the women counting cash.
Yeah.
And they are... How in the world did this come to be? Hey, we need some women. We're in Rio de Janeiro. You guys want to wear some lingerie and count cash?
I wouldn't call it lingerie. Lingerie is like...
meant to be seen. Okay, but it's not like... I mean, that girl's got a lacy green bra on.
Yeah. It's not something that you would, like, wear normally. It's like they knew that they were going to be wearing... That they were...
It's like their sexy
bras and underwear would be visible. But it's not lingerie.
So they wore their good ones. Yeah, you're right. Okay, when they film a scene like this with all this cash...
It's fake.
They just print out all this counterfeit money to do this?
I think you can buy, like, stacks of fake bills on Amazon.
That's true.
Like, for those videos...
Yeah,
like Mr.
it's not
Beast
that cheap.
videos.
I actually
He's
looked
not
into
even
it.
rich, dude. It's all fake.
I wanted to... a guy's house I was working at, he kept joking about finding money in the wall, so I was going to buy some cash off Amazon
Yeah.
to hide in his wall, but the previous prank I did didn't go very well, so I didn't do it.
Probably a good play.
Yeah.
But you looked for it on Amazon and you found something?
Yeah, and it was like... I forget. I honestly forget. It was like 10,000 in hundreds for $10 or something.
Right.
But I do remember you could get 100 fake pennies for $7. And I showed it to my son, and he's like, "What? That's so stupid. Why would you even do that?" I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad you realized that immediately. Literally.
It'd be cheaper to use real pennies.
Oh, way cheaper. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Like a sixth of the cost.
All right, so we must be at a safe house.
Yeah.
I still can't wrap my head around why they aren't aware that the data was breached and their safe houses aren't safe right now, and they should change safe houses.
Yeah, and
Like-
last time nobody knows that they found the chip.
Yes, but the cartel... I lowered my seat again accidentally. Catches me off guard every time. The cartel knows that they don't have the chip,
Right.
so they should know where their safe houses are.
Right.
But some reason they stored it on this chip for who knows what reason. Does nobody know where the safe... It's not like... I'm picturing like an abandoned place that one person knows where it is. It's stored on the chip. They hide the money there and leave.
Right.
But it's not. It's a whole
Operation
going
Yeah.
on. So multiple people know where the safe house is. So why is it stored on a chip to begin with? And why, once they realize somebody might know where that is, aren't just moving the operation somewhere to protect $100 million?
Right. Yeah.
You
I don't
know
know.
these ladies are snagging some of this money.
I doubt it. I bet they would be killed if they did.
Okay.
There you
let's
go. We
wrap
should get
this
you a new
minute up.
chair.
Yeah, that's true. I had a good one for like 2 weeks. Then you sold it.
Had armrests. We can't have armrests.
That's true.
We can't be knocking armrests. All right. Let us know what shot we should do next on the podcast to screw up our faces
I mean, we'll put anything in our mouths at this point.
at least once. Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
I'm Jason.
Always remember,
Winning's winning.